How are you all doing? How are you all doing? Guys, I did not come online last week, Sunday. I was so busy. How are you all doing? How are you all doing, guys? You can see the topic. You can see the topic. Let me share myself. Let me share myself first. Guys, how are you all doing? Welcome, guys. Can you imagine? Look at me. Look at me. I'm getting fat. Welcome. Oh, who are you? Come in, come in, come in. I think you are watching me for the first time. Please subscribe. I've not been telling you guys to subscribe. I don't know why. Sometimes it's all depend on your choice. If you like what I'm doing in my channel, you can subscribe. So you can see me very well. You can see your host. Let's talk about this amazing, sensitive matter. Amazing, sensitive matter. Let me share myself. Very amazing matter. Discord. Sometimes I want you guys to see me. I'm eating let me show you what I'm eating. I'm eating yam, avocado, egg fried with coconut oil, um, um, chicken. Let me share myself. Thanks for the like. Thanks so much. Are you joining me for the first time? God bless you. Are you joining me for the first time? God bless you. Are you joining me for the first time? Oh, hi, Johnny Martins. My amazing family. Johnny Martins. Johnny, I don't like all those your I don't like it. You know that you can spam my chat. Your emoji. How are you, Johnny Martins? How are you doing? How are you doing, Johnny Martins? Johnny, how are you doing? God bless you. God bless you, Johnny. Johnny. You know I used to sing for you the last time or sometime. That was last 2 years ago. Johnny Martins. Johnny Martins. Johnny Martins. How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing, Johnny? Johnny, how are you doing? Let me share myself on Facebook. Sometimes I don't need to share myself. I don't know why. I'm trying to share myself. I need to put. Johnny, type something. Let me know if you are watching me. But it shows zero watching me now, but it's not supposed to be like zero. Can you type something there, if so that I can know you are watching me, Johnny? Can you can you type something? Can you type something, Johnny, so I can? Because it shows zero watching me, but no, it shouldn't be that. Johnny, it shows zero watching me, but it can't be that. Why is it showing zero watching? See, I don't know for this thing, John. If you are watching me, say something over there. Let me know. Let me know. Let me change that. Let me change my glasses. Wow, this is rolling. I want to know how many people watching. This is showing zero watching. Anyway, I'm not going to stay longer anyway. I'm not staying longer. Sometimes the network is messed up. Did you guys see the topic? Will you tell your partner all your past? Johnny, will you tell your partner all your past? Will you? Will you? Will you tell your partner all your past? Will you tell your partner all your past? Can you guys say something? Can you say something? Will you? It's a very sensitive topic, man. Guys, will you tell your partner all your past? I'm asking you guys. If you are watching me, say something. Will you? Will you? Will you? Will you? Will you tell your partner your past? Everything about your past. For the sake of love. Or for the sake of gullible. You know, some people might think, oh, I'm gullible. I need to be honest. I need to say the truth. So that when he got to know, there won't be no problem. When she got to know, there'll be no problem. Let me be gullible. Let me be straightforward. Let me be truthful. Will you say everything about your past to your partner? I'm talking about people that have ex. If you never have ex, you don't have a past. You know what I mean? You don't have past. If you never have ex, you don't have a past to tell your partner. That means you are starting a new era, a fresh beginning, a new life with your partner. But the moment you have ex boyfriend, ex husband, you must have a past to tell about the new guy or the new lady. Would you say everything about your past to your new girlfriend, to your new boyfriend, or to your new partner? Will you say everything about your past? Oh yeah. How are you, my beautiful sister? You always come and support me. God bless you. God will support you as you are coming to support me. Oh, let me tell you something about somebody watch my past video. No, I'm not be posting a cooking video, but people watch my cooking video. Some people love cooking. Okay, they watch my cooking video. Some people don't watch my inspiration like this, but they watch my cooking video. I make money on my cooking video. The one I've never make money before. That is very amazing. Particularly the video I make money most on my YouTube. Do you know how that video I just posted the video that was 3 years ago? How to make um cassava fufu, because this cassava fufu not everybody can make it. Okay, it is very technical to make. So I just post this video because people that eat the cassava fufu in Nigeria are a special state, which is Abeokuta, Ogun State. Those are the fufu they like most with gbegiri. So if you want to make that cassava fufu, it is so very difficult because you don't make it on stove. I don't know why it is so difficult. If you make this cassava fufu on stove, it will be watery. I don't know why it's made like that. They made it like you are making gari. So not everybody can make it. It's for special people that eat it. Some people like it, cassava fufu. They call it lafun. So, and I said, let me post how to make this cassava fufu on my YouTube. It was my third video when I first started my YouTube channel. So when I posted this video, it was swallow. Some people was bullying me about this swallow, that I'm posting swallow, something that I never mind. But I just leave the video like that. That video grew organically. That is very surprising. Cassava fufu. Maybe people think I wanted to post a video how to make cassava fufu scratch. I don't think they knew that it was just a swallow cassava fufu, and it's very helpful because not everybody can make that cassava fufu because you don't make it on stove. You make it like you are making eba gari. You let the water boil, then you bring the water from the stove, then you add the cassava flakes, then it's done. Sometimes it can have lumps if you are not careful. So, and I posted this video how to make cassava fufu. That was 3 years ago. And somebody came to watch this video. To my surprise, I don't know, maybe she's from Nigeria or something like that, but her profile was never show a picture. So, and she said I was trying to call water a water. Why am I calling a water a water? That Biko. And I said, is that what you see in the video? So you don't gain from the video. All you need on the video is to correct me. How I said water in the video. And I don't need to say water in the video. Do you know why I don't have to say water in the video? I don't have to say water in the video because it is not only Nigeria that is watching my video. My video is not only Africa, only Nigeria. When you are posting a video that is everybody in the world watching you, you have to say it in a way some other people can understand. We have a very strong accent in Africa, but at the same time, you can't speak like them. You can't even talk like American, but you still have to pronounce some words in your video for other foreigners to understand you, because you can't call it water. Some people might not know what I'm trying to explain, because people that watch our cooking mostly are Africa, are foreigners. Some people that are married to our men, they need to go to YouTube and learn how they made our food so that they can cook it for their husband. Some men learn cooking from YouTube. So you are not posting this video for if you are Nigerian, say you don't need to watch my video. You know why? Because for being a Nigeria, I believe you should learn how to cook. All Nigerian parents, all Nigerian mother teach their female child how to cook as from the childhood, from like 8 years. They will ask you to come to the kitchen, have your seat, watch me how I do the cooking for your father. So I believe all Nigerian mother should teach their female child how to cook. So my video is not even meant for a Nigerian female child to watch my video, because you have to learn this in the kitchen when your mommy is cooking for your father. So if you watch my video, maybe you were looking for my own recipes, the way I made my cooking. But it shouldn't be a new to you if you are in Nigeria watching my video, because I'm expecting you to learn how to cook from your mother while growing up. So if I'm making my video trying to speak some accent like American accent, I am not trying to speak American accent. I'm not proving, I'm not bragging. I need to speak American accent in my own little way so that people that watching me, foreigner watching, most of my video, people that watch me most are American that watch me because Nigeria are not watching me. If Nigeria watching me, I won't be making money. Because if Nigeria even watching me, I won't be making naira because you don't expect them to convert naira into dollar for me. So I'm making American dollar and I'm making money. So people that watch me mostly are in America, London, England, Australia, all those foreigners that watch our video because they were the one looking for African recipes. They want to learn all recipes. So by calling water, instead of me to call it water, it is not a big deal. I don't have to call water why I needed to call it water, because I must call it water because that is the only way they will understand the way we call it back home. We don't call it water because they will never understand what I mean. They will think it's something else. What we call water, it is not what they call water. It's something else to them. So I am not calling that water as if I am trying to speak accent. I'm trying to speak the American accent in my own little way so that they can understand me a bit what I'm trying to say. Okay, that one is gone on that aspect. So when I'm speaking here, I am not trying to speak. I can't even speak like Americans. Excuse me. I can't speak like America. I will never. I can try if they can understand me, but I can't be speaking my Nigeria accent fully. There's no way. You shouldn't expect me to speak Nigeria accent fully because I am not in Nigeria. I needed to speak some little bit of American accent if I can be able to speak it, but I would try so that other foreigner watching me can understand me a bit because sometimes our accent, it is so very difficult for them to understand. They don't understand our accent. They will ask, what are you trying to say? They will ask you, what are you saying? Sometimes they think we're speaking some other, we're speaking French, but meanwhile we're not speaking French. That's the way we speak English back home. So when you are not in your country, you have to speak in a little bit way people around you, where the country you are living at, should be able to understand you. So it is not about being here on YouTube, trying to form an accent, pretending as if you're an American. I'm not an American. I'm in Nigeria, born in Nigeria, raised in Nigeria. I am proud to be in Nigeria. I can't deny where I came from. But at the same time, when I'm here on my YouTube posting a cooking video, I will never speak a Nigeria accent fully. Don't expect me to speak Nigerian accents fully. No. It is not. Even by me speaking like trying to speak some accent that is never my accent, it is even difficult for me to compose myself. I'm even trying. And I can't say because I can't speak American accent, I won't do what I got to do. I won't do what I love doing most. That will never be a problem for me. That will never be an obstacle for me. That will never be a difficulty for me. I will try and I will never stop doing what I got to do because of being in Nigeria, because of being coming from other countries that have a different accent. That will not stop me. I will never see that as a problem. I knew it's going to be difficult to be on live, the whole world watching you, but at the same time, I won't see that as a problem for me. That is just going to be taken care of by God. So I won't see that as a problem for me. Being in Nigeria, speak Nigeria, and having a strong accent. That is not a problem. That shouldn't be. I won't even see it as a problem because I am looking straight. I'm not going to look back. I got to do what I got to do. and I keep going. I am not going back. Backward, never. Forward, ever. Because I have already started the YouTube 3 years ago, and I've all the intimidating about the accent. That one is the past. I can be confidently saying the camera. I'm not a camera shy no more. I am even improving better than before. I am even a senior. When you are upgrading to a certain level, you are becoming an expert. You are becoming a boss on your own. I am not a small YouTuber that just started 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. No, no, I've gone through past those stage. So, guys, let's move to the topic why we are here. So, Yemi, so that one is set for the guy that whether female or male, I knew it's going to be that person going to be in Nigeria people because it's going to be in Nigeria. Somebody people that live in Nigeria that should be the one that write that type of message because she see the message, she see the accent straight to her. Let me give you an example. If I go to Nigeria now, do you think I'll be speaking this the way I'm speaking? I won't be speaking the way I'm speaking. I will speak full Nigeria accent because if I speak the way I'm speaking because I'm in a foreign country, if I go back home, I will go back to my root, to my normal accent, speak to my people the way we speak. Because if I'm speaking the way I speak, I can't go home and be calling water a water because they won't understand you. Because that's the way they call it. I might not even call it correctly the way they call it, but I'm still trying to pronounce it the way they pronounce it. Okay, so let's go straight to the topic. So Yemi, will you anyone that doesn't have a boyfriend, and let me explain to you who have past belong to people that that let me tell you past it the first person that you dated in your life but you were no more, you are not being together. That is past. That is your past. Past is Mama Floor. Oh. Look at who came into my building now. Mama Flossie. Mama Flossie. Mama Flossie. How are you, Mama Flossie? How are you, my beautiful sister? My Mama Flossie. If you see me, if you've not been seeing me watching your video, I was so sick, and I thank God I'm back. I was so sick. A lot was going on, but I tried. God has taken control, and I'm good now. It is seriously sickness. Yeah, it's seriously sickness. I thank God I'm alive. You guys should always appreciate God for me. Always continue to pray for me. I'm still on medication anyway, so I hope I'm going to be fine finally. So that's why I've not been. Even my brain was not even telling me to go back to the for my cooking, but what my brain is telling me to do is what I'm doing now. So I need to follow my heart now, the inspiration. So thanks so much for coming. God bless you. How's your family? Yes, I was so sick, so I'm better now. So God has taken control. Everything will be taken care of by God because without God, there's nothing. Because doctor is just trying, but only God that can heal you. You know, doctor is trying. You have to run to God for the healing, final healing. So it's God that's taking control, and I'm getting better. So thank God for my life. So that is just it. So if I'm talking here, I'm not trying to brag. I'm not an American. I'm a Nigerian, born citizen, but live in America. I grew up in Nigeria. I go to high school in Nigeria. I go to college in Nigeria. I go to Poly Ibadan. So I went to Poly Ibadan. I went to community grammar school. I went to public school. I am not bragging. I didn't come from a rich family. My father and my mommy, they are poor. We are the children that is rich. So I am not trying to prove what I'm not. So I'm not coming here to prove as an I'm not an American. I'm a Nigerian born citizen, and I'm proud to be a Nigerian that live in America. So I can't deny my country. And I can't, if I'm speaking American accent here, I can speak American accent for other foreigners to understand me better. You know, if you can't expect me to speak the full African accent here, our full complete English. You can't. Even I'm not even, I mean, I can't even speak an American accent. I can't even try. I can't try. So before I can even, because before I can even compose myself to this level, I even try. Oh, because when I first come here, I can't even pronounce water. Because if I call this water, they will ask me, what are you saying? If I call it, the way we call it butter in Nigeria, you can't call it butter here. If you call it butter to your client will tell you, what are you saying? You might think, what's wrong with her hair? And nothing wrong with her hair. She can't understand you because you were calling butter. You are calling butter. It should be butter. So that's the way they call it. Even the way they call it, I can't even call it better than the way they call it. I'm even trying. So you have to practice make perfection. You have to be practicing it day in, day out. I'm even trying the level I can even compose in my own little way, you know. So don't mind me. Sometimes we can speak American accent, and I needed to speak that way because most people that watch us are people that stay in foreign country, not back home. Because by the time I'm on live, people will be sleeping. The people back home will be sleeping now. So people that be watching me now, people that live in foreign country, like Germany, London, no, even Germany will be sleeping, like Australia, and mostly American people. Some people in London, they might go to bed late. You know. So let's go to the business. Let's talk about the topic. Will you tell your partner your past? If you have ex-boyfriend, you have a past. If you have ex-husband, you have a past. If you have ex-wife, you have a past. If you have ex-girlfriend, you have a past. So but if you never ask nobody, any ex, maybe the first person you date in your life, you end up marry the person, you should count yourself lucky. So you don't have a past. You don't. But the moment you done with somebody, you move in with another person, you definitely going to have a past, because whatever going on between two of you is going to be a past. Will you tell your partner or your past, your journey with your ex-boyfriend, your journey with your wife, your journey with your husband, your journey with your ex-girlfriend, your journey with your ex-boyfriend when you were being together, or what you went through, and again, everything about yourself that you do to yourself, will you tell your new husband or your new partner about to marry, or after you marry, will you tell her or him everything about yourself? I need you guys to say something because I have my own opinion too. We are here to discuss, and sometimes I used to say that sometimes my non-sensitive talk here help, but sometimes I used to receive some messages. Sometimes my non-sensitive talk, my jobless, because people think I'm jobless. I don't have nothing to do with my time. I should be going on the street and be making dollar. No, it is a job. This is part of the job. I might not make money on it, but for me to pass the message to the world, it is a job. For me to pass this message, it is a job. You might think it's not a job. It is a job. Sometimes there's a job you do that might not worth it for being paid for, but sometimes when you pass this message, it's a job, because you're going to help some other people out there. Because you're going to help people out there. You're going to help some people out there. Maybe one person needed to listen to this message. This is a job. Maybe one person needed to listen to the message. That is why it is a job. So sometimes from the my non-sensitive talk or my talkative talk, it help. It save life. It save marriages. It save you from embarrassment. So it is very important. Particularly this topic, it is a very sensitive talk and very important. Somebody out there might need it an advice. He might be worried what to do. He might be contemplating, should I tell him about my past? No, I don't want to tell him. Should I tell her about my past? No, I don't want to tell her. Somebody out there be might be contemplating what to do. Maybe she met a new partner, maybe he met a new partner, and is worried about what to do to move on. Is confused, she's confused. So sometimes here we learn, begin. So what do you guys think? I have my own opinion too. Do you know what I'm eating? Look at it. I'm even full. I'm eating. I am eating uh yam. Yam. Yam and egg. It's egg white, yo. It's not a real. It's not. I'm not eating. I'm not eating. I'm not eating. I eat only yolk now. I'm not eating. Yeah. I'm not eating all those. I eat only yolk now. Only yolk. I eat only yolk. Yolk, only egg white. I eat only egg white. No, I don't eat yolk no more. I eat only egg white. So what do you think about the topic? Miss Mama Flossing. Yeah, Miss Coco. Mama Flossing. Can you guys open the floor? Do you want me to say something? Do you want to say something? Particularly ladies. Particularly ladies. Ladies. You know that we have a secret. Sometimes secrets not to tell. Sometimes a secret not to tell, but only you and God. Sometimes there's a secret you won't tell nobody. You won't care whether you love her. No, you won't care whether you love him. Sometimes there's a secret you shouldn't tell when you meet a new guy in your life or to your partner. Yami, what do you think? Yami's Coco. What do you think? You want me to first say something? I'm talk. I want to enjoy this food. I want to type first. Time first, because let me be eating. So I will be reading your comments, guys. Let me be eating. But I want to eat this food before it gets cold. It's avocado. Okay, let me say something, guys. Firstly, if you meet a new guy, so you are proceeded for marriage. If I were you, anyway, me, I don't tell I don't say about my past. I never say about my past. The only thing I said about my past to my husband I think when I first met him, what I said about my past. Because it was so painful for me. I didn't know why I have to say that because he met me when I was, I think, 24 years. Yeah. So, and I said to him that, if I had met you 2 years earlier, that you would have been the first man in my life. And he said, why? I said, because I never meet a man in my life. I don't want to use a word here that YouTube will flag you don't use some word. I said, I never meet a man in my life until when I was almost 22 years. I said, the first guy, I have a boyfriend, but that my boyfriend, his name is Dakbo, but I don't want to mention his surname. I can never forget that guy. I was dating this my boyfriend, when I was class 4. Then we call it class 4. He never touched me. He's a cool, gentle guy. I was in secondary school. He was in Osu in university. I used to go to his house. I told my husband that story. Don't tell your past. But the only thing you can say about your past, but you won't tell your sensitive part of your past. You don't. For the sake of love, for the sake of gullible, for the sake of, I want to be honest to him. I want to be truthful, faithful. What kind of faithful is that? What kind of honesty is that? You don't say some of part of your past. Your past is your past. You can say some part of your past, but not the sensitive area. I'm telling you about my own opinion. If you are watching me. So what I told my husband there was that when I mentioned about my past, the only thing I mentioned about my past, but I never tell him how many boyfriends I have. Because I won't be dumped to say that. I won't. Some lady will say, I have about 3 boyfriends. How dare you tell your new man your 3 boyfriends? Will you tell him you date this, you date that, you date that? That is your personal life. That is your secret to keep for life, because you know what you did was wrong. The moment you were on this journey, you were messing around. So you have to keep that secret between you and God and ask God for forgiveness. By telling him, that will not mean you are going to be forgiven from God. I'm not a pastor, but I am an inspirational. By telling your new man, your partner, I have 3 boyfriends, how dare you telling somebody you have how many? Who cares how many boyfriends you have? That is your past. You are new beginning. You are you are moving to the new place. Everything about you should be new. Whether you have 200 boyfriends, that should be kept for you. That's something you need to keep for yourself. How will you oh, I dated your friend. I dated this. I dated that. When you were, we call something like youth extravagant. I'm not understanding that English very well. But there's something that when you are in a youth, you have to prove you are youth. You have to enjoy your youth. That means youth doesn't know things that is right, things that doesn't right. So at that moment, even God forgiving youth every of their sin, because at that moment they don't know what is right, what is wrong. They just do things the way they feel it should be done. But at that moment, they might not even think what they were doing is wrong or what they were doing is right. They just moving in like another world. When you are in a youth time, you are in another world. It's a world of its own. It's youth world. Whatever you did at that time, but after you tell your mind that what I'm doing, I hope I didn't do this in my past. That is your past. You have to lay that in your room. Ask for the forgiveness of your sin and your God. I have done this in my past. Oh Lord, forgive me. I wish I could not have done that. If I knew that is your past, that is your youth time. Yeah, many people commit a lot of sin during their youth time. But when you know you did the wrong thing when you were in the youth, and you see go back to the same sin, that is when it's not be forgiven. But when you meet a new man in your life, a new man is a new thing, a new beginning, a new life. Everything about you should be new. You have to think new. Don't go back to the past. All the all bad thing you did when you were in youth, all the life you live, you don't have to go back to that. When you meet your new man, your new partner, you have to plan a new thing. Your past is your past. There's some sensitive thing you do that you shouldn't even reveal to anybody in your life, in your whole entire, even your parents. Only God. Only God. You don't reveal all the sensitive things you do when you were in your youth, because everybody have a secret that kept for life. I'm standing in front of you and have a secret I kept for my life, which I've never revealed to anybody, which is I knew that secret is God had forgiven me for that. But just because you need them, because you meet a new man, you have to be telling him all your past. Let me tell you something. That you don't tell some men that your past. Some men, if you tell them your past, Yorùbá will say, "O fi iná sí orí òrùlé sùn." That means you looking for trouble. You give avenue for problem in your marriage, because men will curse you with your past. When there's a misunderstanding between you and your partner, trust me, that your past. You think you are gullible, you are honest, you met a new man, you were trying to tell him everything about your past. That's your past. Is going to use it against you. That is men for you. You don't tell men all your past. You keep some to yourself. Why I tell my husband my past? I never tell my husband. Why would I tell you my past? Why must you know my past? You are my presence now. You don't need to know my past. Why must you ask for my past? If a man asks for your past, you don't even say a word. Looking at me, ask for my past. Will you tell me your past? I don't want to hear your past. You tell him back. I never want to hear your past, because your past might intimidate me. Your past might make me. I might not even love you again. Your love might depreciate right away. Maybe the love was 80%. It might drop to 30%, because in the moment you don't want to hear his past. So his past will be like, pit, toilet. It's like you are digging a toilet out. Digging a toilet out. That's why you were listening to past. Everybody have a past. Your past is past. Do you know why English call it past? Past means out of your brain. That is past. Past can't be present. Past. I'm not English people, but your past is always past. It should be past. The only thing I tell my husband, I won't tell you my past self. Why must I tell you my past? My past should be known to me and my God. Yeah, God will forgive me for my past, whatever I done wrong. The only thing I tell my husband my past was when I met him at 24 years. I just said, I hope I met you 2 years ago. And he said, why? I said, I've never slept with anybody in my life. And the first guy that jabale, I don't want to speak English, that jabale me, ó fipá bá mi lò pọ̀ ni. He said, wow. I said, I wanted to keep it for my husband. I said, it's still paining me. It was paining me that I wanted to keep it for my fiancé. That guy is Dapo. And that guy knew I'm intact. I was intact. He knew I was intact, because he always tell his friend that, wow. So you can see find somebody that is intact out of this Western world, out of this society. So all the friends were pampering me. So I told I never married my first love anyway. Sometimes you might not marry your first love. But when I met my husband, I told him about how I was being molested, how the guy forced me. because it's never that I wanted to do it, but I was keeping it for somebody else. It was like somebody snatch your property from you. So I almost cried when I was telling him. That's when I told him my past. And he was so say sorry. Oh, I said, if I knew you, then you will be the one. He said, I was not even in Nigeria. I've traveled to America. He said he's traveled to America at the age of 21. That there's no way he can meet me. That personally, he's living in Ibadan, deep Ibadan, area Bere, something like that. Me, I was living in southwest, like my friend Afia, like Lodge. I was living in southwest. So that's when we can jab. He said, well, that's the only when he knew my past. And that one very important. Some men might ask you that who were the first men in your life. That is not a big thing, because you even himself, it might not be the first girlfriend in his life. You know what I mean? So some men can my house who was boyfriend first, your first boyfriend in your life. Some men can ask you that, but some lady tell their husband who their first boyfriend is, who was the first boyfriend that go there. I don't want to use some word that go there. Some lady tell their partner. Some lady tell their partner the experience. Some lady might not like it. Some lady like me. I don't like it because the guy that first person in my life was never my boyfriend. Was never the person. I'm not even dating him. I'm not even dating him. It's like I was forced to do what I don't want to do because I went to fetch water. It just tease me as somebody that don't even go out I'm not that young, but I am not exposed. So that's why it paying me for life. So that's the only thing I told my husband. I don't say anything about my past. So your past should be your past. There's some certain thing you don't tell your partner. There's some certain thing you keep to yourself and with God. Like you keep this secret to you with you, God. When you keep your secret with God, no man can hear that. No man can hear any secret you keep within you and your God. It's a secret to be kept for life. So there's something you don't tell your partner. You might tell your partner, even you don't tell your partner, like this one goes for men. You don't tell your partner your medical problem. Like medical problem, like maybe you might not be strong enough, you might not, you have to keep it to yourself. Let him love you first. Let the let her love you first. Let her fall in love with you. The moment if she fall in love with you, she already into that. She will not come back again. She won't withdraw. But men, you don't tell your partner your medical problem, like, oh, I'm going through this, I'm going through this, I'm going through this, or it might affect me, I might not be strong enough for you. You don't do that. The lady will run away. You have to keep something to yourself. By the time you were deep, when you were deep, then you can be refuse something, then you look for solution. You will both look for how to solve the problem. But you don't tell your partner your medical problem, your medical history. You might be taking medication. She doesn't need to know everything about that. You don't need to tell her everything about the medication you are taking. Like my husband, I know you only take medication. I never ask him, why are you taking all this? You can take medication for anything else. You don't need to be telling your partner, oh, I have a medical problem, I have this, I have that, I have that. So far, it doesn't affect you that much. Some lady will run away that, oh, this one, I can't be with this one that have medical issue. No, it might not last, it might die young, but God knows who going to die young. God knows who going to live longer. So it doesn't matter how old you are. No matter your age, anyone can die. It's not about being too young you can't die, being too old you have to die. No, sometimes old people live longer than young people. So you don't tell people about your medical use problem, particularly men. I'm talking about men. You keep that to yourself. Let her fall in love with you. Let her be carried away with your love. With your love. Let her be deep in love with you. After she's deeply in love with you, then everything will be taken care of. So particularly ladies, you don't tell your partner everything about your past. You don't. I don't. How many boyfriends you had in your past? You don't need to let him know this. That's not. You shouldn't be carried away because you love him. You have to keep something to yourself, because the moment you tell him all your past, all the sensitive area of your past, he might not love you again. That will be an avenue for him to be misbehaving to you. He might not in future. That is an avenue for him to look for excuse to be done with you, because when he met you as a new person, a new beginning, a new life. But the moment you are telling him how you've done in your past, all the sensitive area of your past, that you yourself know you did something wrong, that you are asking for the forgiveness of the sin, of your sin from God, and you are telling your new partner, you are polluting yourself. You are going to pollute the love he have for you. You keep your past to yourself. Me, I won't tell anyone my past. My past is my past, and God know why it is my past. So your past should be your past, and ask for the forgiveness of your sin from God. Keep the secret within you and your God, and seal your mouth up. You don't tell every of your past to your man, to your woman. Particularly women will have a lot of sensitive past, a sensitive past, some women. But men, let me tell you something about some men. Let me say, okay, let's say you meet a new guy in your life now. You have a past, and this guy, before he met you, he, some men, when they are single, they can do anything. Let me tell you something. Before he met you, he was living a single life. He always go for one night stand. One night stand. Some men go for one night stand. They call it no string and nothing attached. I mean something like that. So he always go for one night stand. He always go for call girl. That is the only way he does it, because there's nothing he can do to protect. He can't hold himself. He go for one night stand sometimes. He go for call girl to keep his life moving. And he met you. Do you expect him to tell you all that? Will you expect this guy to tell you all that? That should be his past. That is how he could be able to manage himself when he was living alone. That should be between him and God. God knew at that moment he's going to commit a lot of sin because he's living alone, he's living single life, and instead of him to do some things that is not right, he rather go for those people and pay for them. Then after that, then move on. Then he find you as a wife. Do you expect this guy to tell you everything he does in his past? You want to hear that? You won't want to hear. You won't want to hear that, because the moment he told you that, oh, I only go for one night stand. I date some of this girl. I go to the streets. I pick girls, take them to my house, enjoy myself. After I pay them, drop them, pick another one, take them to my house, enjoy myself, pay them, drop them. Will you expect him to tell you all this? The moment he tell you all this, trust me, you won't love him no more. you will never want to love him no more, because you'll be, the moment, if at all want to be with him, let's say there's a little misunderstanding between two of you, that is an avenue for you to grab, make trouble. So the same thing goes for women too. So women, you have your own past that you shouldn't share with anybody, not with him, but only with your God. Everything you do in your past, it is your past. How many boyfriends you have, that should be in your past. How many girlfriend you have as a man, that should be your past. How many boyfriends you have. Sometimes they say 201 is husband for women before you married. Maybe you have 200 boyfriend. That is left for you and God. That is your past. Do you want to tell your man, your partner, that, oh, before I met you, I have 200 boyfriends? How do you want him to feel? How will you want him to feel? You're going to feel that, wow. So this is jalopy. What do you call jalopy? Jalopy is old car. Yeah, old car. A car that is, the engine is gone. So the boyfriend will look at you, wow. So I married jalopy. They call it jalopy. Jalopy. That means no engine. It's just a body. So you can tell your man that, oh, let me be honest with you. I want to be faithful, because I want to know my past, in case you hear that later in future. You care? Who cares if you hear that in future? Who cares? Will you care? You don't care. So far you married, you move on and live a new life. Any man that care about your past, oh, I saw somebody, he said he dated my wife before, somebody dated my wife before. No. It's your wife now. That was her past. She is your wife now. That was her past. Before she met you, she belonged to the street. Yeah. Before she met you, she belonged to the street, because nobody owned her. But now, she is your wife. Whatever anybody say about her, you don't care. Thank you. She is my wife now. Nobody can even tell you about your wife. The moment they saw that she's married, they will respect her. That was her past. So you don't have to tell your partner your past on that aspect of how many boyfriends you have. I don't think any woman will say that too. But you can say, because if you never met you intact, somebody must have your first person that got there, if you never met you intact. Okay? But if you met you intact, you don't have a past. You might have a past, you might never have nothing to do with you, but if you met you intact, you don't have a past. But if you nothing met you intact, he knew you're going to have a past. He doesn't even care to ask you. He doesn't even care if you don't tell him. He knew you should have a past. He have a past too. You both have a past. Because I won't do that. I won't. If I were you, I won't talk about my past to my partner. But if you want to say about your past, you won't say about the sensitive things that happened to you in your past. Particularly, you don't discuss about your ex with your partner. You don't discuss about, okay, let me tell you something about some women might be accused of infidelity with their ex. Will you tell your partner about being accused of infidelity with your ex? Will you? I don't think you won't dare say that. That is part of the sensitive area of your past. Will you discuss about your intimacy with your former boyfriend, your former husband, with your new partner? You won't dare say that. Some area you don't go. You don't go there on your past. Your past is your past. That is why it's called your past. Past is something behind. Something you need to put behind. Whatever you did in your past should be behind. All the atrocity you did in your past during your period when you are in the life, when you are on the street. That should be your past. I don't he won't even think to ask you about that. Any man will ask his partner about her past. I don't think any man can be asking you about your past. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Your past is your past. You don't even reveal to your boyfriend how many boyfriends you dated in your past. You don't tell your partner. Even your partner will never tell you he dated like 50 girlfriends. Because some men, they can't even count how many girlfriends they dated in their life. Some men, it's uncountable. Will you expect a man to be telling you and listing the name of girlfriend he have dated in his past for you? He won't. He might mention one. He can only mention one. He can only mention one. Yeah, he might mention one. He might not mention life. He might not mention all his girlfriend he has dated in his past. So you don't tell your partner all your past. You can tell your partner some areas. You don't discuss about your dating in your past, whom you dated, how many you dated, or your intimacy with your ex. Sometimes your medical history. You don't even talk about the past. You don't. Just leave it behind as a past. Guys, I'm going to end the chat now because my food is getting cold. So that's my own opinion, guys. So if you have any opinion, please leave it down below on the comment section. So that's my opinion. I'm not imposing you. I'm not telling nobody what to do with your partner. But my opinion, the way I will do, the way I will handle the matter is I will never discuss some sensitive area of my past with my partner. I won't. It's no go area for me because it's going to be an avenue, a loophole in future when you have trouble in your marriage. That is it. Your past, it is your past. So I'm going to end the chat now. I don't want to stay long here. So God bless you for coming and supporting me. Mama Plosy, God bless you. I will go and check your channel. I've not been seeing notification. That's why I don't come and watch your video. I've not seen the notification. I don't receive no notification from all my amazing family, our pioneer member. Pioneer me. We started at the same time. That was 3 years ago. I've not been seeing notification. That is why I'm not visiting some of you guys' channel. But I will go check your I'll come to your house and watch some videos, okay? Mama Flossie, God bless you. Yemis Coco, God bless you. So anyone that come and watch me, that you don't type, we call them behind the camera. God bless you all. So I will see you next week on an amazing topic as God bring it. It's God that bring the topic. I'm not the one. It could be someone out there that needed an advice. It could be someone out there that was contemplating what to do. It could be someone out there that might confuse what to do. Maybe should I tell him my past? Should I tell her my past? I shouldn't? Should I? I shouldn't. But my own opinion, I won't. Leave your past as your past. Put your past behind you. Your past should be behind you. Keep it to yourself, particularly some sensitive aspect of your past area. Don't ever let her know, let him know. Keep it to yourself and keep it with you and your God. So I'm going to end the chat, guys. Thank you so very much for supporting. Johnny Martins, God bless you. I appreciate your coming. God bless you, Auntie Yemi. God bless you. I really appreciate your coming every time I'm online. I really appreciate you guys. So I love you. Bye bye. See you on my next live next Sunday. Bye bye. Bye, guys.